Her kitchen is where the magic is made.
Hi there, welcome to my channel or welcome back. I'm Holly, your friendly neighborhood carnivore, and I am so happy you could join me today. On today's kitchen adventure, we are going to be making cornbread, but not just any cornbread, because over here in my corner of the world, I'm pretty much only eating meat. So I'm going to be showing you how to make a carnivore cornbread. So whether you're looking for something low carb, zero carb, high protein, dairy free, I don't care, I got it for you today in today's recipe. We're going to be making carnivore cornbread, and I'm so excited to share it with you. Originally, I got this recipe from Reed, the carnivorous chef on YouTube. I will leave a link to his video as well in my description in case you want to go check his out. I will also have the recipe written in my description for how I make it. It's ever so slightly different than his, almost the exact same. You're welcome to check out either recipe and use it, and I know you're going to love it. One other thing I'm going to say on the topic of this cornbread is being a carnivore as long as I have been, I don't really miss bread that much. I know there are a lot of people, especially at the beginning of their journey, that are still looking for these bread alternatives. Now, because I'm not looking for bread that often, you're probably thinking, well, then why do you care if we have a cornbread recipe? The reason I'm teaching you guys how to make this cornbread is because one of my favorite foods at Thanksgiving is turkey dressing. I absolutely love it, or stuffing depending on where you live, but I'm not stuffing it back in a bird, so I'm calling it dressing. So turkey dressing is made from cornbread. So I have a carnivore turkey dressing recipe that I'm going to be sharing with you guys next time, and I will be using this cornbread that I'm making today as the base for that recipe. So you've got 2 videos coming from this, so I'm really excited to share this with you guys. So I've got the cornbread already baking in the oven. I cannot wait to show you guys how simple this is. Let me show you guys what all we did to get this cornbread in the oven, and when it comes out, I'm gonna show you how beautiful it is, and I'm gonna cut into it, and I'm gonna taste it, and it's going to be fabulous. All right, let's get cooking. Let me show you what we did. We're gonna start off by getting our ground turkey all cooked up, and then we need to get a strainer ready so that we can strain our meat, but we want to save that liquid. We're gonna set that aside and then head right on over to the food processor, where we're gonna add in all of our pork rinds so we can get those broken down really nicely first, so we have room for the rest of our ingredients. Now that the pork rinds are broken down, we're gonna go ahead and add our baking powder, and then we're gonna go ahead and blend that up one more time. And then we're gonna add in our ground turkey. I'm just gonna stir this up a little bit to make sure that I've got the rest of the liquid strained out of this, so that I have got the meat as dry as I can get it to add this into the blender. Go ahead and hit that button one more time and get it blended up a bit. And then we're going to measure out our liquid that we strained off of the ground turkey. You should have enough liquid that's strained off of the meat to be able to add back into this, but if you don't have a full 1/4 cup, you can either add water to it to get it to that 1/4 cup, or if you have some chicken broth or turkey broth or beef broth, any kind of broth laying around, that would be perfect to add to it. And then we're gonna crack in 6 eggs. And now we're ready to turn that food processor on one more time and really let it have it this time. We're gonna let it go for about 5 minutes, really let it get blended up well this time. It's going to start looking more like a dough than a batter, and that's when you know that it is ready. While you're blending up all of your ingredients, you should have your oven preheating to 350 degrees. Go ahead and put some ghee in a skillet and pop that skillet in the oven so that it is also heating up as you are working with your food processor. That way when it's ready, we're just going to transfer all of that cornbread batter or dough substance into our skillet. And then we will proceed with trying to get it all mashed nicely into that skillet. And take your time, really get it mashed in there good, smooth it out as best you can. You're just gonna have to work with it. It's a little bit difficult because it is thicker like a dough, but with a little patience, you can get there. Pop that bad boy in the oven and set the timer for about 40 minutes. You want to make sure that the cornbread is dry on top. That's how you know when it's done. When you pull the cornbread out of the oven, it's going to be all hot and bubbly on the edges from all of that ghee. Let it sit and rest in the cast iron skillet for at least 5 minutes. This is a quick little time lapse of 5 minutes of it cooling off. It's going to soak all of that ghee back into it. It is going to be absolutely fabulous. Do not forget to let it rest. And finally, you can flip that cornbread right out onto a plate and it is beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over one more time back onto a cooling rack so that it can sit here and cool for a minute. Okay, our cornbread is ready. I've already got it cut in half and a little wedge cut in it because I'm going to taste test it. But most of this I am saving for the recipe for the, ooh, look at all that steam, for the dressing. So, ooh, look at all that steam coming off that bread. We're gonna let that sit for just a minute and cool off just a sec. But while we're talking about all this steam and waiting for it to cool off, let's get a good visual on the inside of this thing. Can you see the texture? It's very bready, even though it's meat. Okay, now before I take a bite of this, because I smell all the lovely, wonderful aroma coming off of it with that steam, it smells very turkey-y, and I don't hate that, especially considering what I'm gonna be using this for our next video. But if you are making this as cornbread and you don't care to turn it into anything else, you just want it to be cornbread, you absolutely, I would recommend adding these cornbread flavor drops like we did in our corn dog recipe. This gives it that good cornbready flavor. I didn't necessarily want it this time because I'm gonna be turning this into turkey dressing. But it's delicious as is, but if you want the real cornbready kind of flavor, go with that flavoring to add into it. Okay, so let's try our cornbread here. So we've got this beautiful texture here. It's nice and crusty on the outside like a cornbread is. Just got a very small little sliver. I love to slather cornbread really in butter, but I don't eat butter now, so slathering it in ghee. So I'm gonna take a bite dry, but then I'm also gonna put some ghee on it because that's my favorite way to have it. All right, here it goes. Oh yeah. It's got a cornbread texture. It's got such a nice savory flavor. Let's put some ghee on it. Yeah. This doesn't disappoint. This is really good. I could very easily just munch on this and not turn it into anything else. But as I've said, I really do love cornbread dressing, especially at Thanksgiving time. It's the one thing I've always looked forward to. And this is going to be delightful, turning this into cornbread dressing. Get in your kitchen, make you some cornbread, So you're ready for next week when I show you how to turn that cornbread into cornbread dressing. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave me a comment. I love chit-chatting with you guys in the comments. You can also find me over on X or on Instagram and say hi over there, or just kind of follow me around quietly if you're a little shy and don't want to speak. You can see what I eat every day as a 3-year carnivore. You can find me over on X at Carnivore Friend, and you can find me on Instagram at Friendly Neighborhood Carnivore. I look forward to seeing you guys over there, and I cannot wait until next time when I'll show y'all how to make some turkey dressing. All right, guys, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
She's the friendly neighborhood carnivore with a talent for cooking up a meaty uproar. From juicy steaks to sizzling ribs galore, she'll have you coming back for more. Fellas, smash that like button. She's the carnivore cooking queen. On your screen, bringing the meaty scene. Come on over and join the team for culinary